let's try to wrap this show up. All right. Next up, folks. You know her. You love her. King Sombra. Let's bring her.
This is a girl, right?
Yep.
All right, just clarifying.
Ms. Wiggles, welcome to the show. Hello.
Hello?
Hello, there we
There
go.
she is.
Ah! Yeah!
Yeah, boy.
Oh,
I thought you said
Lordy.
be a boy. I was like, no, I'm a girl. I can't. I mean, I could try, but.
I
I was about
know.
to say, mean
Mer-
spirits.
Your friend Mayor Sombra basically kind of ratted you out on that one.
Ah!
Yeah, I'll keep on
My
going
biggest
like
secret. I'm gonna pretend I'm a boy.
he, and all of a sudden, like, it's actually a girl. I'm like, the what? Oh!
I like keeping it on the DL.
Oh, I love this girl's talent. I love her already.
Personality is great. All right. Let's. I guess we could kick this into the high gear now. Hold on. Let me jerk this in. Okay. So would you prefer call you Wiggles or Sombra?
Wiggles is fine.
Wiggles. All right. Wiggles. For folks you don't know, this is the person behind Ask King Sombra, the one that everybody seems to love. Okay, I think I got the point now.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's get into your inspiration. What inspired you to become an artist?
I don't know. I didn't really have, any one moment where I was like, yes, artwork, this is what I'm gonna do. I've just been drawing since I was a kid and doodling in class and eventually started drawing ponies.
And then the teachers get mad at you. Like, why are you drawing there? That's inappropriate. It's a
Yeah.
pony. I don't care. You're supposed to be drawing this. But I don't want to draw a fairy. I want to draw ponies. I don't know.
I never really took any art classes. Like, I took one in high school, and that was about it. Because then they were like, let's draw geese and use chalk. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that.
All right. So, basically from little kid to now, probably, so we say in middle school, high school, elementary school?
When I started?
Yeah.
Middle school.
Cool.
I mean, at least, like, 3rd grade, I guess, thinking about it.
So, what was your inspiration for it?
Nothing. I don't know. I just like drawing. I guess watching cartoons and saying, "Oh, those are funny. I could do that."
Any cartoons in particular?
I mean, like, I watch all the, like, classics on Nick, like Rugrats and Looney Tunes and that kind of stuff. But I never really had one inspiration.
Really now?
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess you could say cartoons always seems to bring out the aspiring artist in all of us.
It's true.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Come on, Timo. Got any questions?
Oh, actually, yeah. Let me think here for a minute. If it came down to it, what cartoon would you say inspired you the most? I mean, if you had to pick just one. Because I heard you say Looney Tunes in there, and I was saying, now there's a good way that's a good way to start.
Yeah, I mean, I watch a lot of, like, the classics. Like all, Roadrunner and Sylvester and Tweety Bird and all those. It was just so long ago. I can't really, like, nail down. Like, I used to draw a lot of, like, cat girls and that kind of dumb stuff, and eventually went into, like, wolves and, all the classic phases of being an artist.
I see. Cat girls, wolves. I like where this is going.
Everyone does it. Come on. Don't lie to me. You start with winged wolves that are red and purple, and then,
I guess I'll say as Michelle Pfeiffer once said it, meow.
But, like, I draw people and then just give them, like, cat ears, and that was about it.
That must have been fun.
Yeah. Or really, I would draw, like, all my classmates as different animals. Whatever they spoke to me as, I was a cat. But there was, like, the pig and the cow and mostly farm animals. I don't know.
One place a group of animals are gathered. It's called a zoo,
Oh boy.
unless it's a farm.
Hopefully not. That would be a little rough as a, fourth grader.
Yeesh. Let's see. How being an artist as you was, how was it growing up being an artist?
What do you mean, like?
Like growing up
Just-
as an artist, was it tough, rough, or people make fun of your artwork or anything like that?
Not really. I mean, I didn't really show it off. I've always been kind of private about my artwork. It's like whatever. I draw. I had like one friend where we would pass like comics back and forth, and so we draw back and forth. And she was better than me, and but
But it basically drove you forward to do better, right?
yeah.
That's always
been
good.
Surrounded by talented friends, so
I agree with you on that one. You know, it's like I used to draw myself and everything like that. I don't know why I stopped, but for some reason it's like me and my friend, we used to do comics ourselves and whatnot, and I kind of see where you're coming from with that. Having one of your friends who draws alongside you, it's like you always want to strive to be better. It just pushed you, and the next thing you know, hey, my art's getting better. I should show it to more people.
yeah, and you draw all the time. You just keep improving. You keep drawing. You can't say, "Oh, I'm bad at art," and then just give up, because then how are you going to improve? You'll start somewhere.
So true. So true. I guess we could switch gears now. I mean, Gonzo.
Okay. Now let's get into the pony aspect of things. What brought you into My Little Pony?
It was actually the exact same story as Sheepy, where I saw it on the internet. I used to go on Funny Junk. Anyone remember that site?
Oh boy, funny. Who can forget that website? You are not a proper netizen if you haven't been on funnyjunk.com.
Yeah, so I used to go there all the time, and then everything started turning into ponies. So I was like, well, what is this show? I mean, I like cartoons. All right, I'll give it a try. And then, one episode turned into another, turned into another, turned into another. And 2 years later, here we are.
Cool.
Coming up on 3 years, actually.
It's crazy to think about.
It's crazy, man. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Go
All
on.
right. So would that be all?
You're not copping out that easy.
No. I'm just asking so that way I don't interrupt her.
Oh, yeah, I'm done.
Okay, now let's run down the easy parts, the favorites, or for some, the hardest part. I don't know. The waiting is the hardest part.
Toss potato.
Shut it. All right. Alrighty, now let's get on to favorite episode.
Like Sheepy, actually, Student for Success is one of my favorites because I'm a graphic designer, and that entire song just spoke to me. Where I want it like this. I don't know what I want, but I want it to look like this. Oh, I don't know anything about design, but make it look like crap. And I deal with that every day at my job. So
you probably get a laugh from sites like Clients from Hell.
Yep. And it's one of the few not pony blogs that I follow. Because it's all 100% accurate. And then Magical Mystery Cure was actually one of my favorites, even though it was kind of rushed pacing-wise. It was full of wonderful songs. And
I agree with you on that one. That episode was rushed.
It was rushed. However, though, I kind of understand it because, the Hub only ordered so many episodes of that, and there was some uncertainty about what would happen if they were going to get more episodes, if they're going to get more seasons or whatnot. So, yeah.
Exactly. Like I think they expected to get a two-parter, and they had a big, Twilight turning into an alicorn ready. Then they're like, no, we just want the one-parter. That's all.
Well, if you remember what Megan McCarthy and M.A. Larson said, that was actually a 3-parter, believe it or not.
Yeah.
because it tied into the beginning of the 4th season.
Exactly. But I really like the choice of making it a musical, and it helped speed along. And actually, Pinkie Pride is getting up there as one of my favorites, even though I'm not a huge Pinkie Pie fan.
Let me guess. You're not very thrilled about her this season, are you?
No, just in general, I've never really liked her because I think I acted a lot like her in middle school, where I was the, hyperactive friend that no one wanted to be around. So, I don't know. Brings up bad memories.
Okay. Well, we'll not dove into that any further.
Side.
But we will get you something brighter. How about your favorite of the main 6?
Applejack all the way. Yeehaw.
Wow.
So let's see. We have 2 Applejacks and 1 Rarity. I like this.
Yeah, represent.
All right. Now your favorite background.
I mean, actually, it's one that's an actual literal background pony. Her name's Allie Way. She was in that one episode where they were bowling. And I just really liked her design. And she was taller, and I liked her.
I know that background pony. Good choice.
Yeah.
Good choice.
You just stood out to me, and I was like, I like you. You there in the background not doing anything.
Just bowling and then discovering your cutie mark and shit.
Yeah, just bowling, and that was it. I liked her.
Alrighty. Next is, might as well just ask about your favorite Cutie Mark Crusader, come to think of it, because that was a Cutie Mark Crusader themed episode, kind of.
It was. I guess Sweetie Belle? I mean, I'm not a huge fan of them either. They're growing on me, but...
Well, you also have to... Also remember, you do also have the choice of Babseed if you want to.
Oh, yeah. No, her voice was so weird. I couldn't get over it.
Okay.
She had a weird voice. But Sweetie Belle is adorable and squeaky, and I like her.
Okay. Now on to favorite princess.
It's Luna. As is most people's.
Yeah.
Luna,
I can argue with that.
Watching that episode where she was just loud and awkward, and I loved her. It was great.
People can relate.
Exactly.
All of a sudden, I feel like Mean Spirit and Gonzo are looking at me all of a sudden because
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything.
You're just using the royal voice.
Actually, this is my normal talking voice all the time.
Let's see.
Keep it quiet though, to the standards.
But I gotta make sure that I don't wake up the neighbors because I've got a complaint and they haven't filed it against me yet. So yeah. Let's see. How about favorite villain?
That's I guess Chrysalis. It's not Sombra. Gasp.
Well, it's okay. You don't have to like what you draw.
I like my Sombra, but show Sombra, he didn't really do much.
Well,
Chrysalis did stuff. She beat Celestia. She was really close to winning. It was great. She was a real threat.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. Alright, let's... What am I missing? Any of you guys got anything?
You know, actually, no, that's not a good question. I'm gonna step aside from that one.
Okay.
What I am curious though, I will ask this though. What put that in your mind as far as with this classmates thing and everything? Because I can't help but think about this. You said you could pick anyone in that classroom and visualize them as an animal. How did that come along? I'm curious to know about that. That's got me interested.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what inspired it, I guess. Because I used to like make up my own animals too. That was my thing. I called them, this is really dumb. I was like 13. No, I was younger than that. But I called them Thai bears, where they were tigers and bears combined. But they didn't actually look anything like tigers or bears. They just looked like people with big noses and no ears. I don't know. But as for putting people as classmates and animals. I don't know. I just looked at someone and I would see their spirit animal inside them, and I translate it to paper.
I see.
Or it would be like, oh, that girl's mean to me. She's a pig. Oh, that girl's really tall. I'm gonna make her a crane. That girl, yeah.
Can't really do that. That's that almost sounds like someone who's like that sounds like someone who's trying to stereotype certain furries in the furry fandom and stuff like that. I'm not saying you're doing that. Not saying you're doing that, Wiggles. Of course not.
I mean, I was young and naive.
And you had a nice imagination.
Just exaggerate. Exactly, an overactive imagination. That's all.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Of course, it's those with the overactive imaginations who usually become the really great artists.
I'd like that.
Or homicidal. I don't know why.
I'd like that. That'd be nice.
Oh dear Lord, there are two types of people who think an overactive imagination makes artists and creators, and another one that thinks an overactive imagination creates homicidal killers. Sorry.
But while you're ahead, Gonzo, quit while you're ahead.
Shut up. Help me out here.
Mean Spirit, you're being really quiet there.
Mean Spirit? Did you mute your mic on accident?
Nope, I'm here. I'm just here laughing.
Oh, of course.
What, laughing too hard?
I'm laughing so hard. You guys, you two.
Hey, I was just. Jeez, I asked one question to our guest here.
Okay, I have a question for her. And Wiggles, please forgive me for asking you this. What do you see us as?
Don't pay attention.
I don't see you.
Well, by our voice, judge us.
I can't judge people by voices.
Come on, I want you to. I want you to.
I don't know. Describe yourself to me.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah. Do it.
I'm gonna do like a cardinal sin here for a minute. I'm going to actually go through my you guys can go ahead and keep talking and stuff like that, but I'm gonna go through my my picture files, and I'm gonna actually send her a picture of my wonderful self, and I want her to see what I could be.
I was hoping that she actually could judge by her voice. It's like what we actually would be in her mind.
Well, okay, I'll try to.
Just a curiosity. You don't have to pull out pictures. Just take a random punch at us.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna make you mean spirit. You can be a secretary bird. Look it up. Google it.
She's good.
Yeah. Who else is here? I don't know your names.
Gonzo.
Just call
All
me
right,
Gonzo.
Gonzo. You're gonna be a sun bear.
She's
How
really good.
How coincidence? I'm a little pudgy.
It does go with your red head.
Makes
Yeah.
sense to me.
Yep.
Wow.
And T-Bone. What's T-Bone?
Enlighten me.
Did
Wiggles?
she go offline?
Hello, Wiggles.
Oh boy, here we go with
Hello.
this again.
Hello.
Oh, there.
Hello. Boop, boop. I
There's-
pressed the mute button.
Oh,
shit.
All right, anyways,
Okay,
enlighten
you're on
me.
You can be a I don't know what it's called, but there's this kind of dog that's huge. Like,
The Great Dane.
no.
Sick.
I don't remember what they're called. But they just look like bears, but dogs.
Those type. It's those big
Mastiff or
dogs.
something? I can't remember.
Yeah, you could be one of those.
And, it's funny. I was at work today, and one of the employees was talking about she has this 4-year-old English Mastiff and everything. And I was sitting there saying, like, those are pretty dogs. Those are very pretty dogs. But Wiggles, I got something else for you. if you could you accept this file I'm about to send you? It's everybody else. You don't need to see my ugly mug.
I already seen it.
I don't think so. Cancel. I'm running a stream here.
Anyways, moving along.
Yeah, I might as well move along.
Switching to third gear right now.
However,
Yeah,
though,
right.
one pause. Somebody in the chat was asking, Wiggles, talk about llama mod.
Oh, Llama Mod. So, Llama Mod was, because, my persona is Wiggles, who is not really an accurate representation of who I am, because surprisingly I'm not, a bald, question-marked, blue pony who farts all the time. Well, that's part's debatable, but, so I made Llama Mod, who is a more accurate representation of what I am in real life. And I thought it was a nice combination of everything I like to draw, which are, furry things and giant noses and those scary cloven hooves. And
Inspiration
llamas
from
like to
the
spit
Emperor's
on
Groove,
people.
New Groove.
And that too, yeah. That seems, yeah, I can see that. So yeah, that's about it. She has bags under her eyes, because I do, and because I'm tired all the time, and yeah. And she likes queso, because I like queso all the time. Queso is my favorite food, someone was asking in the chat.
Okay, so
Queso. Like melted cheese. It's
Yep.
delicious.
Stuff I cannot eat.
poor mean spirit.
Yeah.
Are you lactose intolerant? Or?
Yes.
Oh, no. I wouldn't be able to survive. I love cheese.
Yeah, I can eat cheese. It's just prepare for a gassy night.
Oh God, please, no! Don't get started on that.
But yeah, like I was, from Emperor's New Groove with the llama thing. It's like, uh-oh. Let me guess. We're about to fall off a very giant waterfall. Very sharp rocks at the bottom, most likely.
Most likely.
Yeah, bring it on. Ooh, yeah.
That's in the movie.
All right.
So okay, like I said, switching to the third gear. Why King Sombra?
Because I wanted to make a blog, and I wanted to make a blog about a character that didn't have a blog yet, because all the ones, I felt like all the characters are already taken, and I wanted something that hadn't been done to death. So, and that was right around when season 3, was starting to leak, their season premiere. So they were saying, oh, we have a new villain, and his name is King, what'd they call him first? It wasn't King Sombra. Somber. It was King Somber. I was like, oh, cool. I'll make a blog about that. So I, quickly made the King Sombra. And then they're like, oh, wait, no, his name's King Sombra. I was like, okay, whatever, I'll make it King Sombra. But yeah, that was basically it. No one else had done a King Sombra blog yet, so I was like, I'm going to take that character, and I'm going to make a blog about him before anyone else does. Boom! And I did.
We have to admit one thing: King Sombra and Scar from Lion King, they do have something in common.
Yeah,
What's
but
that?
Scar
That
has
long hair.
Yeah.
Ooh, that long black
That long
hair.
mane. It's that black mane.
Fabulous.
It's fabulous.
Yeah, but at least freaking Scar has more lines and speak fluently.
Yeah, that was fun. When I watched the episode, I hadn't seen it yet, and I'd been running the blog for a week or so, and then the episode comes out, he has 2 lines and dies, and I was like, oh.
Oh, that
okay.
was an interesting turn of events.
I was like, not expecting that. Okay, what?
Now, what to do now? If you're at your keyboard ready to type it out, you're like, I got nothing.
Yeah.
Although,
It's like, oh, he's dead. Great. So I had to retcon everything and be like, oh, he was dead the whole time. Oh.
son of a
Surprise!
Well, what are we gonna do now? I don't know. We'll bring him back to life.
Yeah, that's where we have Midnight Shyamalan coming right behind her and said, "What a twist!"
Exactly. Oh. But it was, at least they gave me the out of having him regenerate his horn, so it's like, oh yeah, I can take advantage of that.
And give him a bigger vocabulary? I'm sorry, I'm just...
Way bigger vocabulary if you read the blog.
Yeah.
I do. I'm sorry.
He does a lot, and
yeah.
yet he acts as arrogant as he ever has.
I'm sorry. That's the main thing that still bugs me to this day about those episodes. Just his short vocabulary of growls and crystals. That's it.
He had room for more lines. He had way more room.
Hell, even the mummy had more words than just roar.
He speaks Egyptian too.
Exactly. Why can't King Sombra speak an ancient language type of thing? That would have been creepy and cool at the same time, and no one would have argued that. Everybody would be like, "Yeah, we can do that. Let's do that." But no, and crystals, roar, crystals. What is he, Godzilla now? Roars, fire, 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 roar.
I remember I timed it once, and he was on screen for about, I think, 2 minutes, and that was it. It was like 2 minutes and some seconds was the complete time that he was on screen.
Yeah.
Good times. So, okay, according to your story, explain to the people what's your story, where it takes place to now. At least some.
So basically, King Sombra was defeated by, the Crystal Heart and his horn.
And epic wife tossing.
Exactly.
Oh god, the Cadence Cruise missile.
I still call it epic wife tossing. It should be Olympic sport.
I'd be down for that.
Oh really now?
As long as she's doing the tossing, that's probably my bet.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, this is equal opportunity country, isn't it? Yep, there you go. No.
Yeah.
We can do husband tossing.
Alright. Alright, back to the story.
Yep.
Okay, so he died. You see his horn flying at the screen, and I pick up after that, and the horn lands in the middle of the frozen north. He regenerates. He decides he's going to go back to the Crystal Empire and take it over once his evil dark magic returns. Also, there's Coffee Talk, who's a pony who was in his mind, and now she's not in his mind. Also, there's wolves, and then elk, and it's really confusing. I don't even know how to explain it.
But wasn't King Sombra in the dream world? That's where he first met Coffee?
Yeah, he was hallucinating. So, everything that happened was inside of his horn, or his consciousness, of just coming to terms with his own death.
Mm-hmm.
And he just sucked up Coffee Talk, sucked her essence into his big scary cloud form because he needed someone to host his fictional talk show.
And not just that, don't forget about the you're telling about the elk, but it kind of reminds me of the elves from the
What? I don't know where you get that, because they're obviously completely different.
Yes, of course. There's nothing to be really compared about except for looks. I mean, I don't know where they even come from. It's completely absurd. It's literally absurd.
Oh.
Mommy.
Yeah, they're silly. And I actually, I have Thranduilk, King Elk. That's his unofficial title. But I made him before The Hobbit came out, and then when The Hobbit came out, I obviously based him off of Lee Pace's character. But then when I watched The Hobbit, he acted completely different than how I thought he was going to act in the movie, and I was like, oh, all right.
So there's strike two for you.
Lee Pace is sassy.
Ow.
First King Sombra, now this.
I know. But it's good because, I can separate the two because, it's not supposed to be a direct ripoff.
Yeah, right.
Of course.
References.
It's like, it's not supposed to be perfect.
Heavy references.
It's supposed to be your own part of your own imagination that basically makes the story what it is instead of what they have to say what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
This is why it's called a parody.
Exactly.
Sassy Drizzle? I'm seeing this in the chat right now. Are you seeing this, Wiggles? Sassy Drizzle.
I guess she's sassy. She's more grumpy, if anything. Still waiting for her to smile.
Don't smile. Don't smile. You're smiling. Stop it.
You can't get me, mean spirit.
Smile.
Saving it for a good moment.
Yep.
If it happens ever. Not really sure what to talk about.
At least it's not like Billy and Mandy when Mandy actually smiled and the whole entire world collapsed.
Because she created the ultimate time paradox.
She was never supposed to smile at all. And she smiled and that was the end of it.
Wait, no, that was not time paradox. It was the ripping of the space-time continuum.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to the story. So, what's going on now with your character?
Right now they have found
Go ahead.
Okay, so they've landed in this elk community, and Sombra has made a deal with the Elk King that, in return for getting his dark magic back, or healed by this magical elk fountain, whatever, he's going to help the elk by killing a dragon that's been messing with them, and they're about to set off on a grand quest to go kill a dragon.
Yay! Violence!
And there's lots of violence in this
And that's where you want to get a Fluttershy in handy.
Yeah, they're not as, diplomatic as Fluttershy.
Diplomatic Fluttershy. I would have never thought of that.
I'm sorry, but the last I checked, that was not diplomatic. That was more along the lines.
That was straight intimidation.
Intimidation and guilt tripping.
She tried to talk to them first.
Yeah, but she had to resort to screaming.
Yeah. Which is better than, vicious murder, but we'll see what happens.
Way to make a nice mount on her wall.
The question is, where will you find the place to put it at?
The side of house.
I guess we'll take the tooth and just mount it on the wall and let's say that's it. But the head?
Just put it on the roof or something.
Yeah, scare them everybody off.
Exactly.
What would the neighbors say? Edgar, do you see what those our neighbor ponies are up to?
Wow.
Helen, I bought this movie for $12.99. Are you going to watch it or not? Anyways, so they're going to go kill a dragon now.
Yeah.
I think the last one we left off on that comic was the preparation of actually trying to pack up and using coffee.
Only one person noticed that I put the horn of Rohan in there. Or Gondor, whichever. One of the horns.
Yep.
I've had people be like, what's that horn? Is that horn going to be vital to the quest? Is it really useful? I'm like, no, it's just a reference.
It's just.
There's also a kitchen sink in there, so...
Which was funny. I was like, he literally took it literally, was backing everything, including the kitchen sink. A little too literal.
He's prepared. Over-prepared. Super prepared.
But the thing is, why would I got a kitchen sink? So we could throw everything and the kitchen sink at him.
Wow.
Exactly.
I see what you did there. Brilliant! That's how you slay a dragon.
Comedy.
The sink of power. I'm sorry.
I mean, if a shelf can, turn into an alicorn, then why not a sink?
Might as well.
The sink of power. All right. Well, let's see. What else can we throw into it? Any other blogs you run?
Nope. I've got King Sombra. I've got Ask Wiggles. I have a blog that I don't really update, that I'm not even going to mention, where I just shove other characters. That's about it.
What's your favorite part about doing King Sombra?
I guess the feedback. I mean, just, hearing people enjoy my work and people wanting to draw fan art for me, and that's nice. I like it. It's like, oh, you like, having the opportunity to make a lot of really dumb jokes is always fun.
Indeed.
Hey, by the way, Wiggles, to jump in there for a second, I noticed that I sent you that. I sent you that pic and everything. Yes, you had seen my ugly mug. Now, the question remains from earlier: could you see the spiritual animal within me?
All right. Let's see. You could be a seal, like one of those, the angry ones that live in the ocean and eat penguins.
He likes.
One of those.
Well, this is a
Yeah.
little change.
I also
Okay,
want to throw a ball at him.
Okay, so I went from an English Mastiff to a sea lion.
A sea lion, that's what they're called. Yeah.
Oh, great. Great. I'm not going to hear the end of this from Flutter. She's probably going to turn me into a seal now.
What a big angry seal. Yeah, you're welcome. You asked.
Hey, I legitimately wanted that. I legitimately wanted that because
Yep.
that's very creative of you. I'm
I
impressed.
mean, my powers might be a little rusty because I haven't used them since, 4th grade. But
But hey, at least you saw the imagination.
it's
Or-
in there.
That actually helps you through when you're making your art. It's your imagination.
Yeah.
It's like if you grow up too quickly, you lose that imagination. Just forget it. You're just going to be an average Joe like everyone else. But you keep that imagination in there, man, you're going to be like there on top of everything. It's like I can see this is going to be happening. I can see this is going to be happening. I can see how this is going to go, and there it is.
Imagination.
Imagination.
Embrace the imagination.
Okay, we're not going to imagination land. We gotta stop singing. We must stop singing.
Yeah, let's not go there. Let's not go there. Last time we went there, it was a nightmare, mean spirit.
Oh, if you're well, no, not that. The imagination land from South Park.
Yeah.
No, don't go there.
Yeah, because we don't want to see Men Pig Bear.
No, please.
I'm really super serious, guys. Sorry, had to throw it in there. But yeah, wow. Wiggles, great story, great blogs, great art.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. And just like just before, I guess it's my turn now. If you have any words of inspiration, what you to say to all these people or to your fans, what would you say?
Just keep doing what you do and be nice about it. Don't be a jerk.
Like King Sombra. I mean,
Unless you're King
Oh.
Sombra, then be a giant douche.
like throw everything in the kitchen sink with it,
Oh, wow, yes.
and maybe create a cabinet, shelf, alicorn thing.
Now I want to fuse sink and shelf into one magical creature. Or one magical non-sentient object.
I would kill to see something like that as art. I really want to see a kitchen sink with all those things, like Princess Appliance.
That might happen.
I
And
mean,
if
hell,
I don't do it, there might be fan art of it soon.
well, you know what? You gotta take this into consideration as well. If myself and 10 other bronies could come up with Princess Derpy, not Princess Derpy, Princess Breadstick.
Fucking.
Princess
What?
Oh, no.
Professionalism.
I can't hold this. What?
Hey, if I could come up with Princess Breadstick, I bet you could come up with something unforgettable.
She sounds lovely. Princess Breadstick.
I'll have to share it with you.
All right. Well, that being said, Wiggles, thank you for coming on to the show. It was truly fun, and it was really worth it. So, wow. Thanks. You're. We'll have to talk again soon.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
No problem. Have a very good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.